How's all face? It's Kat here, and today I thought we would do just a little hangout video. We used some makeup together, we chat about some things. You guys really liked when I did this the other time where I was talking about like how terrible my love life is. So I thought today, we just hang out again, talk personal, get some topics going, and just hang out. So let's get going. So today I thought we'd just kind of talk about the whole idea of internet friends and like we're constantly interacting with like thousands of people on the internet all the time. Like, we're constantly meeting new people, talking to people, making friends. We have so many different types of social media out there, and like, it's crazy how many people like I've been following and like for years, and we're just mutually online friends. I always think it's kind of weird, like crazy, like you just kind of meet people online, or like you talk to people and like you don't really talk to each other, but you follow and you like each other's stuff, and like, it's crazy. Like, you can be following people for years, following their life and everything, and then just one day they're gone. Like, all their profiles are gone. They deleted their blog, they deleted their Instagram, and it's just like, whoa, wait a minute, like, we were friends, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's such a weird idea that like how easy people can just disappear from the internet. It's wild. Like, I still am like, I'm still missing people I used to love to talk to. Like, there were some really cool Instagrammers that I would love to follow, and they'd be like, we'd like kind of like comment each other's stuff and like each other's everything, and like they had really cute content, and like, we vibed very well, and then just like one day they were gone. It's like kind of like ghosting, with boys. Like, you'll be talking on your app, on Tinder, and then you go on a date, and then all of a sudden, oh, bye. But it's weird because like they're your friends, but they're not your friends. And like, there's so many that I used to follow all the time that I loved, especially on Tumblr. I would follow so many people's Tumblrs, and like I was like one of those God, don't judge me. I was like one of those people that would like go back and like look at their entire blog and like every single page if I really like thought you were like interesting and cool and like wanted to be your friend. Because secretly you always just wanted to be people's friends, and though you were too shy to say hi sometimes. But I don't know, like, I just think about all this information we constantly put out on the internet all the time, and like the people we meet. Like, think about Omegle and like Chat Roulette. Like, those were sites like you would just go on and you would be webcamming and you would just meet random people. And it's wild because sometimes like I had good conversations on there, like life conversations, and then all of a sudden, oh, they're gone. Like, they could just be like, oh, I don't want to talk anymore, and hit next, and then they're out of your life forever. And it's so weird just think about how easy it is on the internet to just disappear. Like, you could create this whole entire thing and just be gone. I don't know. I know I sound kind of crazy right now. I had no sleep, but I just want to look cute. But I just was thinking, because I was thinking kind of like right now, I've met someone through Instagram. I'm not getting into too much details. They're very cute, very nice, very sweet. And I'm enjoying talking to them a lot. Like, a lot. Like, this entire quarantine, it's been the thing that's really kept me going. It's just been really nice. Like, they live a couple hours away, and they're really nice to talk to, and it's nice. So we've been having really nice conversations every day, and it's really cool. I'm like, that's something I think, like, I mean, I guess people hit up people's DMs all the time, and like, but it's not something you think every day, like, oh, someone's gonna randomly message me and now I'm gonna be messaging them every single day. And then I think back to, like, as I was talking about Omegle and all these things, and I think back to like my biggest heartbreak I've ever had, which was from somebody I met on the internet. So when I was about 17, I was having a sleepover with my friends, and we were on good old Chat Roulette. Oh, I remember the reason why we went on, because I used to be really obsessed with being on Chat Roulette. Like, I was so obsessed with going on it. Yes, I was stupid and young and did stupid things, but I loved going on and talking to people. I just thought it was so much fun to just meet people and just talk to them about random things, or just be an a-hole and troll them the entire time. But I just remember I was really sad one day because I really liked this one guy, and he was like supposed to go with us to the zoo, and then he didn't come, and I was like, oh man, I looked so cute. I got all dressed up for him, like, and then he didn't come. He just like, bailed, and I was so sad. And so my friend was like, well, let's go on Chat Roulette. You love Chat Roulette. Let's get on there, let's have some fun. Maybe we'll meet some cool people to talk to. Maybe you'll find a cute boy to talk to, because, As a teenage girl, I loved talking to cute boys. I was like 17 around this time. I don't know if I said that already. I'm sorry. I'm kind of rambling. I don't plan these out. I should. But that's just not who I am. And I just remember, like, we were on there, and I remember I met this boy from Canada. Oh, boy. I won't go and say his name and all that, but I remember he was just I thought he was the cutest boy in the world. And we were talking, and we played Truth or Dare with my friends. And we just kept talking and talking, and I remember my friend fell asleep, and I literally stayed up till 5 in the morning talking to him, and I had to be up at 7 to go prom dress shopping. I remember this clearly. Like, I was like, oh God, I have to be up in an hour. And like, of course there was naughty conversations because we're stupid and young. But after that, we kept messaging each other on Skype. I remember I even got in trouble because I wasn't allowed to have a webcam. I used to always like go in my friend's house. Like, so the reason why we went on like chat roulette at slumber parties is because my friend had a webcam. I wasn't allowed to have one. My parents were like convinced I was gonna get naked on the internet, and they were like, no webcam for you, ma'am. And they weren't wrong. But like, I really liked this guy, and I had saved up money from my job, and I secretly bought a webcam off of Amazon. I was so sneaky. I was like, they're never gonna find out, and I get to talk to my cute boy. And I mean, of course they found out. I got in trouble, but my parents like really, their grounding really wasn't grounding. It kind of was just like, oh, you're in trouble, and they would take away like my keyboard, but like there's on-screen keyboard, and like they didn't take away the webcam, so like defeated the purpose. But let's get back to what we were talking about. I was talking to this boy, and I really liked him. I liked him so much. You have no idea. And we talked for 3 years. We talked for 3 years, and like all the time. And I was completely enamored with him. I was so in love. I had never felt any emotions for anyone in my life until this boy, and that is the truth. I'm sorry to my high school boyfriend, but this was the first person I ever let myself be vulnerable with and open up myself with. And like I loved him. And then, you know, like we went to school, and like I didn't have a lot of money. All my money went towards school at that time, so I couldn't really travel. So I never got to meet him in person. He lived in Canada, I live in Florida. It was a whole thing. We would talk all the time, always web chatting. And we would talk about stupid things like Degrassi and skins, and I really did like him. And it's hard for me to open up myself to people. I'm not, as much as you would think, like I'm a very lovey and open person. I've had a lot of things throughout my life that have made me a very closed and not even a touchy person. I don't like to hug people a lot. I'm not touchy unless I'm like 100% comfortable with you. I will not be huggy on you. I don't want you to touch me. Like I'm very, yeah. But I let him in. I let myself be vulnerable. And we talked for 3 years, from when I was 17 to when I was 20. And then one day he was gone. I went on like I normally did. I got dressed up. It was cute. I wore matching underwear. I was ready to go. And he never logged on. And I waited. And I logged on every night, and I would send a message. But he was never online. And for like maybe 5 months, I convinced myself that he was going to come back online. He was gonna log on, and we were gonna talk, and everything was gonna be okay. And everyone I met, I always be like, oh, I have my Canadian. Like, you have no idea. Like, I was so obsessed with Canada. I thought I was gonna move to Canada. I looked at all these things. Like, I loved Canada. There's so many videos of me, like, from my senior year being like, oh, you know, I'll be in Canada, which is stupid. I know, I was young, and like I'd never been in love before, and I was so enamored by this boy, and I was crushed. I was so destroyed. Because the thing is, like, you know, when you're in person with people, like, your intimacy is mostly physical touching. That is what's going on. You know, you rely on touch a lot, but when it's through the internet, when it's through this thing, it's really emotional because you end up telling people things that you never thought you would tell them. And I was so open and vulnerable, and I was crushed. I remember, like, I had went to it. My brother had got me a plane ticket. He was stationed in Italy at the time, and he got me a plane ticket to come visit him, and I was so excited. But all this happened right before I left. And I remember that whole summer I would get on the computer, and I would make sure, like, I would stay awake because, you know, time differences. There's a 6-hour time difference, and I would stay awake until I knew it was time that he would normally be asleep. And I would wait and wait and wait for him to log on. And he never did. And for years, he never did. Even his Snapchat, he never went on the Snapchat again. I realize now he had made a fake Snapchat. I realize this now. I realize this, that it wasn't anything. Like, it was real for me, but I don't think it was anything for him. I think I was just the girl that would get naked for him online. And, oh God, sorry, let me pause for a second. So, I finished up that summer, and I was trying not to be sad, because I'm like, come on, I'm in Italy. I should be happy. But my heart was so broken. And he was gone, and he's been gone. He blocked me on anything. I think the whole time, I think he had a girlfriend, to be honest. But I remember there was this one point, I was talking about Snapchat, and one day I was at work, and I was closing normal, and I got a notification. And this was like 2 years after he had just completely ghosted. And I was like, what? Why do I have a notification from him? What's going on? Is he back? Maybe something happened. Maybe he was in a coma. Maybe, you know, he didn't just leave me in the dust. He got hacked. It was some weird foreign language thing that was sending me messages. But it reopened up that void that I had closed. And I was just so, like, how is that, like, okay? You know what I mean? Like, how could you do 3 years talking to someone and just be like, you know what? I'm just not going to talk to them ever again. And it's just crazy. And it's crazy just to think that, like, there's people out there that are just completely okay with that. They're completely okay with just leaving you in the dust. And it's still hard on me. It's still because I don't think, besides him, I've never really loved anyone else. I've never let myself love anybody else. I've just kind of hidden and just do things with people, and that's really it. I just don't let myself be open, and now I'm getting scared because I'm doing it again. I'm letting myself be vulnerable and open again, but I'm scared that, like, it's gonna be just like that. And it's only, you know, I really don't want that to be the case. I mean, I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much. I'm trying to stay calm. I know it's stupid. God, I hope he doesn't look this up. Oh God, he knows my channel. It's fine. I'm still gonna post this. It's whatever. This is me being open and vulnerable and just wanting to talk about this because I haven't talked about it. And it's something that really, really hurt me. And sorry, I'm losing my train of thought again. Sorry, the battery died on my camera. But anyway, I'd lost my train of thought anyway, so we're good. But you know, when someone hurts you like that, it makes you so guarded again. And I became so guarded. I didn't want to do anything with anybody. Like, I was just, no. I liked having crushes, but that was about it. And it's just crazy how easy just people can go poof. So quick from the internet. So quick. And I hope this doesn't happen this time. I really don't. Because I don't want to feel like that again. I don't want to be that sad again. I didn't like being that sad. I mean, no one likes being sad. I know. But like, that was something I would never want to wish on anybody. You know, like, okay, I'm not a huge Twilight person. Don't, like, it's not my thing. If it's yours, that's fine. I like classic vampires. So like, but it kind of reminds me of that scene where she's just sitting in front of the window for like months depressed. Like, that's how I was. I was just like that. And I don't want to be like that. I don't ever want to feel like that again. I would never wish that on anybody ever. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm getting really sad again, guys. I'm sorry. I think it's just because I'm so afraid that it's going to happen again. I don't want it to happen again. Because that would really suck. It would really, 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 really suck. We're just going to keep being positive, keep thinking happy thoughts, you know, just... This makes me happy. I'm really happy right now. I'm gonna keep being happy. It's just crazy. Okay, let's stop being so sad. Let's talk about like a happy story about people you meet on the internet. I remember in high school, my friends and I, we were on chat roulette and we met this guy from Portugal. His name was Dugo, and we all thought he was the cutest patootie on the planet. Oh my god, we were all like in love with him. He played soccer. He added us all on Facebook. Like, it was so cute. And I remember we even made like, I mean, we're stupid. We were like 16. And we made like friendship bracelets, and we made one with our name, and then we made ones with his name. Because it was like this big bonding thing. It was like the first time I really hung out with a lot of these friends. And we were like, let's go on chat roulette. And then they're like, whoa, Kat, you crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy. And, you know, we just bonded. It was a good time. And, God, and he was so fun. And we talked to this kid for like 7 hours. Like, we were up all night. We had an all-nighter with him. And, you know, so, like, not everything is bad. Not everything ends in heartbreak. Like, it was fun. It was cute. I think I still have him on Facebook. I don't know. I should probably check that out. This was a long time ago. This is, like 7 years ago. Oh my god, that's crazy. And you know, not everything is bad. Not every disappearance from the internet is bad. Sometimes it's good for people's health. Sometimes, you know, it just would have been nice to have a little bit of closure, a little tiny bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a tiny bit. All right, I'm gonna apply mascara and lipstick because I can't do that while I talk, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I also added a little blue eyeliner too, besides just lipstick and stuff. But you know, I will say not every memory tied to him is bad. Like, there's a lot of things I learned about myself. There's a lot of things I opened myself up to. And, you know, because of him, that's how I found out who Porter Robinson was. He showed me Porter Robinson. And could you imagine my life without Porter Robinson? I know I couldn't. So now, like, I look back, and yes, I got a little sad just kind of thinking about... I think I was sad thinking, kind of comparing it to my situation now. Because I don't want it to happen again. But I don't think it is. It's not the same thing. This is a very different thing. And I'm older now. I'm no more. I can just be open and talk about it, which is nice. And I'm excited. I'm kind of excited to see how things happen, things go. And like, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. But at this point, I'm pretty happy, which is weird. So, you know, I'm just gonna keep being happy, and thanks for letting me kind of just open up and talk to you guys about this. It felt good. I haven't really fully talked out loud about this to this full extent ever. I don't think I really just kind of brought up how I truly felt, except maybe like one time when I was drunk to my friends, but I've never done it just openly sober and just thinking with a clear mind, and it feels good. It feels really, really good. Thank you guys. Thanks for listening. You guys are really rad. I hope you know that. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you enjoyed. You know, if you've ever been through anything like this, long distance heartbreak, let me know. Comment down below. Let's talk about it. Let's get our feelings out. Let's feel good. Let's feel good. Everyone should feel good. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I would just be really rad of you guys. And let me know down below in the comments if you want more videos like this, more story times. We can maybe get a little more risque, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still trying to stay a little family friendly, but you know, I'm an adult. I'm 25. Let's talk about things. So thank you guys again so much. I hope you stay lovely. Bye!